everybody, Young Grasshopper here, and I just want to do a channel update for you guys. We're getting close to the end of January. I wanted to put up a January channel update episode for you guys. I got lots to talk about, so let's get into it. I got some notes here, but I'm going to freestyle for most of it. I'm kind of tired tonight. I wasn't even going to put this video up, but something told me to just shoot it and see how it goes. So anyways, lots to talk to you about. First and foremost, I'm doing good, thanks. I mean, I'm healthy. I'm blessed. I continue to work. I don't have COVID, and I'm continuing to go to work and earn. So very, very happy about that. I mean, it's all we can really ask in these times, right? And I just want to express, my sincere prayers out to all of you that you're well, your family is well, and hoping for the best for all of you guys, all of my subscribers and fans. So it's been a crazy winter, but we are close to the spring. Hopefully we can get out of this COVID season and get back to some normalcy. I know that I'm really looking forward to getting back with my buddies to roll some dice. So along those lines, I went and put myself in self-isolation just before Christmas. I had the decision to go see my parents, who wanted me to come for Christmas dinner, and we were about to go into a lockdown. It was announced that Boxing Day was going to be the lockdown, so it would have been fine for me to go myself, not showing symptoms and whatnot, to my parents, just the three of us, to have a dinner. But in the end, I decided against it, and I mean, everything has just been so crazy, and people are handling everything differently, and I just figured I need to continue to go to work. I need to continue to earn a paycheck. So it just made absolute sense to me that even though I'm not required to, I'm going to self-isolate. So basically, I go to work, I come home, I shut the door, I get up, I go to work, I come home, I shut the door, I go to the grocery store, I come home, I shut the door. So I decided that it was going to be like that for me for at least 2 months to maybe 3. So that's how it's been. Now, I've been on the phone lots with my friends here in Toronto, and not only that, but internationally. I've been talking to a lot of buddies in the community. So I encourage you, if you are isolated like myself, to reach out to people in the community and make a phone call and just have a good, healthy talk. And trust me, it helps a lot. And that's an amazing thing about our community, is that it really does feel like family in with a lot of people. So I do have some holidays coming up, a couple of weeks in February, so I'm looking really forward to that. I have been really overworked. We've been busy and short-staffed, and my shipping and receiving job is very physically demanding. So I am going to really just enjoy that time off. 2 weeks of just therapy, relaxing, but also getting things done for my hobby. Many times I come home, I want to shoot a video, but I'm tired, and I just say maybe tomorrow, right? But with 2 weeks off, not only videos, but I can definitely get some of the customizations done that take hours, like literally hours. So expect a lot in February. So we're in January, and I can tell you I'm very, very happy with the way that the channel reboot is going. I've put up quite a few videos. I'm happy with the amount of videos and the quality of videos, very pleased. And it's only been 4 weeks since Christmas, so if I can put up those types of numbers and quality and content every month, then that would be great. That would be fantastic. So very happy with the reboot and how it's going. I mean, obviously a lot of these videos for you guys, you've seen them before. It's just me trying to create a solid foundation of just things for new people. You saw that I went out and bought another set of G40 so I could do an unboxing, so I could do a components inventory, so that I could do a G40 makeover. So I mean, all that to me in my mind was necessary to just get that good foundation to get into deeper content later on. And talking about deeper content, I mean, um, well, let's back up a little bit. So, this weekend I decided that I was going to do something, and I thought to myself, should I share it? Should I share it? And, you know, I mean, it was one of those things that was definitely not accidentalized content. And, you know, I said to myself, just try it, upload it, and see how it goes, right? Right from the get go, I didn't really get the feel that it was a good video, but I put it up anyway. And basically, it was just me cleaning out, reorganizing, repacking my bug out bag. So, you know, I've got, you know, a compass, got a knife, I got a flashlight, I got a Zippo lighter, I got a deck of cards, and, you know, all that stuff. A lot of you saw it. It was up for about 24 hours, but I eventually took it down. The reason being is because I noticed that there was a lot of people that were not obviously in our community making comments. And, you know, of course there was a couple. I knew them from past videos, comments from past videos, but there was like, you know, Joe the Survivor guy, or, you know, Peter the Prepper, and you know, and I thought to myself, is there like some sort of weird algorithm out there that, you know, of course there is, but, you know, just notifies some of these guys that somebody put up a video with the title bug out bag in it, right? So I was getting kind of compliments, and, you know, I honestly didn't want to, you know, get into it with those types of guys on just, you know, the quality of my bug out bag. I mean, honestly, seriously, I was just sharing something personal that I was going through, and I thought, you know, here's the thing about guys like myself, General Hand Grenade, you know, Hilltop Pillbox, you know, Detroit, you know, when the guys with a lot of subscribers, I'll let you in on a little secret, okay? The reason why I believe that some channels are super popular than other channels, and yes, I guess the quality, the lighting, the steady hand, the content, what it is you're actually talking about has something to do with it. But I mean, I honestly feel like when you're not robotic, when you come across as a person, but also more than that, you come across as like a friend, like I'm talking to you guys, like a, you know, I'm talking about my job, talking about personal things, and I'm letting you guys in on my personal life. I've done it in the past. I've talked about my best friend, my dog Carlito passing away. I've talked about my my marriage ending. I talked about just the stress of the tournament. I've talked about all kinds of things to you guys on a personal level, and so has anybody else who's popular in this community. They let you guys in on what's going on with them outside of the game table. So I wanted to share with you guys something personal, and it was just one of those videos where it's just like, nope, and then I just deleted it. So, you know, obviously I will like videos like this, sharing something personal, letting you guys in, connecting with you outside of the game. But there will be some content that is just not accidentalized going up on my channel. It'll be very, very rare, but I mean, I'm not going to say that there won't be, there will be. But I just didn't want to start with that video. I took it down. So anyway, moving on. Talking about a video that I did before I moved. So it's quite popular. It's called the Moscow Simulator. I want to talk about this video for a second, right? Because there's a lot going on. It's getting a lot of hits. People are commenting on it, right? And I just want to talk about my perception of that video. Now, it was great content to attempt, and I mean, it was great to get Pink Panzer and my friend Jerry in on some content. I love doing things like with them. Now, I love the idea of what we did, but the execution wasn't what I wanted. First of all, the context behind it. I mean, Jerry and myself are very close friends. Jerry was one of the very, very first of that group that came to my house 11 years ago, 10 years ago, and was there for my first G40 game. And him and I have been gaming, you know, just constantly for years together, and I can't wait to get back to gaming with him and the others. But my point is that we don't always necessarily agree on how we view the game, how we perceive the game, and strategies and things like that. Now, that being said, I just want to first and foremost say that Jerry is an excellent player. Jerry can do things in this game that I can't. Jerry can see things that usually get by me and things. Now, mind you, I'm pretty good at some stuff that Jerry struggles with. All that being said, I want to first and foremost say that he is a good friend, one of my best friends, I would say, and he's an excellent G40 player in my books. Now, because we don't really agree on certain things, it kind of came out in that video. So we don't really agree on how Russia should be played. We don't really agree sometimes on, you know, how strong Germany is versus how weak Russia is, or vice versa. So not only was this an exercise that I could videotape and show you guys and find out once and for all why the great players are crushing Russia so early and ending games, right? So I love the content and everything, but that's where the tension was there between him and I, right? Because I sounded like somebody made a comment too about, you know, wow, I wish I had some friends I could boss around and yell at, right? I told Jerry about that because, of course, he doesn't watch my videos. But I told Jerry about that. He just laughed and laughed. But basically, that's how we are around a table, but we can always just put our arms around each other and say, see you next time, bud. Now, push that aside because I look like a complete asshole on that video. I'm not deleting it because it's popular and it's very useful, but it is my intention, okay? It is my intention that when we're all together again, Pink Panzer and Jerry the Jerry, we are going to redo that. Now, there's another reason why I'm leaving it up, is because I want you guys to put your comments in there, because when we reshoot the Moscow simulator, we're going to take everybody's comments that they said, we're going to write them all down, we're going to keep them all in mind when we run those numbers again, okay? So I wanted to mention that in this update because there was a comment that popped up there just a couple days ago where somebody saw something in round 2 or 3 and said, this is where I turned it off, right? And I don't blame them. I'm just saying, listen, I know that it's a clumsy video, to say the least, okay? But I'm leaving it up for the comments. Put your comments in there. What would you like to see done in the next Moscow simulator? Not saying that it's gonna make it, but we are gonna look at all the comments before we do the Moscow simulator run again when the lockout's done and we have my friends back. So that's that. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way. There was a lot to be said for me in that Moscow simulator video. So January content. So I've been doing a lot of back and forth trying to mix the content up. You can see that I'm doing a tournament edition video, then I'll do a battleboard basics video, then I'll do a tutorial video, and then a strategy video. I did a G1 strategy video, a strategic bomber strategy video, a Russia 1 video. My next one's going to be a aircraft carrier strategy video, and then we'll do a J1 type video. The J1 type video, I might just leave out the J1 attack on the Pacific Allies, just simply because I already have a video. It's old, but I already have a video discussing the J1 attack. Now that doesn't mean that I won't do a J1 strategy video, a J1 attack strategy video in the future, but I think what I'm going to do when it comes to this J1 video coming up is I'm just going to go through the motions of just a regular attack China, deploy, position for a J2 attack type of turn sequence, okay, and talk about that. There's just too much going on in a J1 attack for me to talk about it in this upcoming video, especially when I already have content in the past talking all about the J1 attack. So I will be going over just, you know, good habits with Japan, the 5 pillars, or the 4 pillars, I believe, the Japan philosophy that I reiterate in that old video, I will definitely hammer home in this next one as well. So tutorials, I mean, I'm gonna, again, in the past I've always thought that you go page by page and you start with political situations and you start with turn sequence and you start with this and you start with that. And you know, I don't want to tie myself down too much. I want some flexibility, and I realize that a big reason why so much content has been rolling out is because I am flexible. I'm dotting all different types of topics, and this is why I'm decided to do a channel update. Obviously I want to do one every month, right? But it's just time to do it. And then I'll just dot it with different things, and it keeps me on a nice track. So tutorial videos, I want to just be more flexible. I'm thinking not particularly in these orders. Things that people really have difficulty with: the Mongolian rule, kamikaze tokens, convoy raids, straights and narrows, and canals and things like that. And also to anything else that, like the neutrals, right? So we'll just hammer out, like, now here's the thing, my videos are long, okay? Alright, I'm gonna have a little bit of a rant here, okay? So I have a style, I have a content style, alright? And it really depends and requires me to have the freedom to not think of restrictions, okay? So, like, for example, my Russia 1 strategy video, my turn 1 Russia strategy video, people are flooding it with comments saying, thank you, this is great, really well done, thanks for your time, wow, love it. And thank you so much. But here's the thing, in the middle of that video when I'm doing it, I can't be thinking about, when I'm just hitting and rhyming and talking and rhyming things off and pointing and showing and talking and moving and things and everything, I'm not thinking about how long my video is going to be. Alright, so I've been noticing that there's some internet trolls basically saying these videos are way too long, right? And to that I say, you know, then don't watch. Now, something new has come about that is very intriguing. Somebody pointed it out to me. And this is the thing of chapters or timestamps for videos. Now, this is really useful, and I just want to ensure everybody that I'm going to do everything I can to put timestamps on a lot of my videos. Now, it's easy for me because, you know, a lot of my videos are recent, and I don't have that huge library as if I kept all my videos. But let's think of a guy like General Hand Grenade, okay? For him to go back and timestamp all of his videos, you know, is just way too much work to ask anybody of, alright? And, you know, he's moved on to Global War 36, you know, to ask him to go back 2-3 years ago and timestamp a G40 video, it's going to be even less fun for him. And here's the thing about it, I mean, you know, oh, he doesn't want to do the work. He's doing it for free. We're all doing this for free. I mean, listen, we go out of our way to set up our cameras, to hit the record button, and then upload the videos. But a lot of people think that that's easy. It's not easy. You have to take it and you have to import it into your computer. You have to, after that, you have to put it into iMovie or some other editing space. You have to chop it. You have to insert the intro. You have to put in the transitions. You've got to up the levels of volume. There's lots of editing. As crude and basic as all my videos are, there's a lot of buttons to push. And not only that, we have to then again, once it's done, we have to watch it throughout to make sure that it was done properly. And then we have to upload it to our downloads on our computer. Okay, and from there, YouTube will, search your computer in your downloads and then, you know, upload the video from your computer and wait for YouTube to do it. And then you have to put the title, then you have to put any links in there, Then you have to pick one of the thumbnails. Sometimes in my case, I create a lot of thumbnails, and that takes Illustrator work. So, I mean, timestamping is a very, very cool tool. And I think that, yes, me for one, I'm going to do it with my videos, but it's not as hard for me to do it for the recent videos than if Jen or Hangane was going to do it. So, you know, guys, give us a break, okay? Just give us a break, because there's a lot more to it than you think. And, you know, some people out there that are just discouraging people from making videos. Like, I made a comment a week ago on somebody's video. He's got 15 subscribers. I said to him, you know what? I'm going to say, good work, keep it up, you know, to give him a little encouragement, to keep going, right? Must be demoralizing to put that much effort into videos and upload them every week for 15 subscribers. Now, he'll get more if his content is good. You know, maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just quit like many, many others do, right? But maybe why are they quitting? Maybe because they're being discouraged. Now, I had plans to do a tutorial video tonight. It was going to be a 45-minute long tutorial video on convoy raids or something, right? Now, I was gearing myself up. I went on Facebook, right? And some idiot said that our tutorial videos on YouTube are basically useless. Now, obviously, there's one troll in a wide bunch of grateful people. Now, I get that. Well, why are you even talking about him, YG? Well, why can't I? Why aren't I allowed to? I got a channel. I can rebuke him if he's going to say that about my content. Yeah, so I was a little discouraged. You know, this guy is saying that they're useless, they're way too long, a lot of talking, a lot of pointing, no moving pieces, right? And it's like, yeah, this guy's a Joe Blow. You're probably just entering into the community, right? Why are you letting it bother you, YG? Because I'm striking a warning. I'm putting a salvo across the bow here. And the fact is that when I'm in the middle of my video and I'm just going on and on and on, and I'm trying to help new people, right? Should I be thinking about how long my video is? I mean, I've always had a problem with people bitching about how long this game takes to play. Then go play something shorter. You know, go watch something shorter. Now, I agree that the timestamps are going to help a long way. And I mean, I'm telling you right here, right now, I'm committed to doing timestamps. It's a lot of work, okay? It's another thing added to a video. So when you think about it, it's okay, I'm going to do a tutorial video, or I'm going to do a strategy video. Let's say it takes 30 to 40 minutes. And with all the buttons that are already pushed to make sure it goes up and it's clean and it looks good and it's fresh to me and I can move on to my next video, timestamps is just another thing that is added to that list. All right. Now, I mean, there's a lot of things like that that's discouraging. I was discouraged tonight, right? I looked at that comment and I'm like, why am I going to spend my Sunday night when there's a football championship game on between the Chiefs and the Bulls and the Bills? Why am I going to skip that to do a 45-minute video that somebody's going to say is useless and too long? So I just said I'm not going to do it. Now, that being said, I wanted to put up something because I'm going to bed soon, right? And I had plans to put up some content this weekend. I didn't want it to feel like it was a wasted weekend, right? So that's why I'm doing my January update. You know, like for example, you know, the good captain a while ago made a video called In Defense of AAA or something, right? And it's like, I didn't really like his comment, if this is what he was going to say. I didn't really like his comment that he said that you shouldn't be doing strategy videos on YouTube if they're not tested in AAA first. Now, here's the thing about that. I don't know if that's exactly what he was saying, right? I was listening to it. I'm like, is that what he's saying, right? But nonetheless, it kind of discouraged me, right? Wait a minute. I do strategy videos on YouTube. Is he talking about my strategy videos? Because I don't play online. I'm face-to-face and I'm not ashamed of it. And, you know, I don't like playing online. And for everybody that's challenging me to play online, just stop it. I don't want to look at a screen. I want to game around a table. That's why I spent so much money building this game table. Yeah, I'm ranting a little bit, but that's okay. I'm getting this off my chest. I'm fine though. But, you know, at least the good captain has a video channel to share it. So I give him tons of respect that, you know, he's not barking at somebody who's doing something that he's not doing. He's actually going through the process of uploading, shooting, and putting thumbnails and clipping and editing and everything and uploading and putting himself up out there on YouTube. So I got respect for that, and I'm okay with that, even if I don't agree with him on some things. But for some Joe Blow to just with a Facebook account just to rip on us that do all kinds of work for people. Now, to stop talking about them, and again, I'm not, good. The good captain does good content, and we don't always have to agree, right? But we should be encouraging people to make videos, even if they suck, even if they're bad, right? Who cares? What does it matter? Just let them shoot something, let them put it up. If it's bad, just don't subscribe. Let them do it. It's therapeutic for people. Okay, if you rip on them and say this is garbage, this is not as good as General Hand Grenade, this is not good as Cyberblood, this is not as good as YG, you need to quit, they're going to quit. Trust me, half the people I've come to know back in 2017 are not around anymore, right? And I'm starting to understand why. But anyways, it's good to rant. I had to get that off my chest, right? In contrast, I get hundreds and hundreds, and over years I've gotten thousands of comments that are just encouraging, inspiring, grateful people that really appreciate what I do. And I want to make this comment section in this YouTube channel special, and I'll let me explain. So it's not the first and last time that somebody's going to say something about YouTubers that's going to discourage me, get me down, and make me want to just eat potato chips in front of the TV, okay, instead of doing a video. It's not the first time. It's not the first, it's not the last. But I always just recall and remember the amazing positive comments I've gotten about how my content over the years and recently have really helped and changed people's lives, literally. And I want to just, and I don't do this often, and I've always appreciated the comments, but I want you guys to just use the comment section to do me a favor and just say a few sentences about maybe how the Cliffside Bunker or Young Grasshopper has helped you. Whether it be tutorial videos when you're just starting out and you don't know the game, whether it be strategy videos because you're stuck and you can't progress in playing One Nation, or whether it be customizations like you've bought my card decks and you love my card decks, or maybe you love Grasshopper's battle dice, or maybe you've printed a Grasshopper map, or maybe you've looked on the forums and have just been encouraged by me saying you keep up the good work. Whatever it is, and trust me, I'm meek, I'm humble, I'm not prideful, I don't need this, but I want this. I'm asking you if you could use the comment section, guys, to just for me, because I'm going through this with these trolls lately. And I'm not calling the good captain a troll, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm talking about faceless people that don't want to step up and make themselves accounted, right? The good captain has an opinion, he puts his face on YouTube and he says it, and you know what? That's good by me, all right? Could you please just use the comment to make like 3 or 4 sentences about how the Cliffside Bunker has affected you, okay? Even if it's negative, positive, I don't care, but I'm honestly, and I have gotten into arguments, and I have stopped talking with people, and if you think about how many people I've met in this community and how many years I've been in here, I'm bound not to get along with a handful of them, all right? So, if you're out there and you wanted to say, listen, you were a jerk to me, then go ahead and write that too, right? It's a free world. I'm not going to block your comment. The reason why I want that is because I've got all these frames. I've got big frames, I got small frames, I got lots of small frames, right? And I got bare walls here, and I've been thinking to myself, how am I going to decorate my new bunker, right? I was thinking, pictures of people in my community, people around my gaming group and stuff. I go back and I see some of the pictures, I blow them up a little bit, and I don't know if it was because it was just a bad iPhone back in the day, but I mean, it's blurry, really blurry. So, I was inspired by a comment that I got in my December update where somebody just took the time to make a comment and say that, the friends and the club and the good times and just, you know, getting into the game, he owed all to me, and that really almost brought me to tears, really. And I thought to myself, you know, I'm going to take that comment, I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'm going to put it in a frame. And after tonight, I just want to see how many of those comments that I can frame from people, quotes from my fans, longtime fans, new fans, whatever, and I'm going to put them on the wall. And I've decided that that's what I'm going to do, so that every time that I'm about to make a video like tonight and I get discouraged by somebody, I can look on the wall and I can see all these amazing comments from my fans over the years and be re-inspired to just do it. Okay? And you know what? I mean, your comments do have consequences, guys. I mean, obviously the easy thing to say is, listen, don't let it bother you. Hey, you know, just let it wash off your shoulders. And it's true. It's absolutely true. I mean, trust me. I mean, I spread the gospel of Jesus. I'm a Bible-believing Christian, and I go out and I spread the gospel. You know how many doors are slammed in my face? Because I love them so much. I'm trying to show them what the Bible says about going to heaven. So trust me, I know, but here's the thing, it's different. Like when that person shuts the door in my face, it's not rejection of me, it's rejection of Christ. So it's kind of different, right? It's like, I don't get fazed when people yell at me, tell me get off their property or shut the door. And trust me, I'm not going out there now. You know, obviously there's a pandemic. I'm talking about when before and how I'm going to go out. The point is, I know what it's like to be persecuted, okay? But this is personal because this is my craft, this is my work, all right? And when somebody says you're wasting your time because what you do is useless, hurts, all right? So anyway, moving on. I love you guys, I honestly do, and thank you so much. If I upload this and the comments start rolling in, right, I'm going to be moved to tears. I honestly should. I should almost just go to bed and just wake up to them tomorrow and see what you guys have written. I know that there's going to be a lot. So February, I've got time off, so I'm going to get a lot done. I'm going to get customizations done. A lot of you have been asking me for a pamphlet or a booklet for my tournament rules. That's going to come. A lot of people are asking me for a card deck that they can buy for my tournament rules. That's going to be done, okay? And that's going to be available. Here's a little tidbit. Something that is 95% done right now is a custom card deck for playing the balance mod variant on tabletop. Okay, that's going to be released in early February. So I would say I'm gonna now I usually don't do a video about it until I get the deck in my hand and I can show everybody in some sort of customization video, right? There's one for my Utah deck coming up, but the BBR, the balance mod deck that I just did, I'm going to have to finish the design, which is just some touch-ups, and then I'm going to have one sent to me, and then I'm going to do a video with the link where you can get it. Now, if you're already hooked up with my design store, my marketplace over at Make Playing Cards, you'll see it there. It's the BM for balance mod, so BM G40 gold deck, I believe is what it's called. Now it's only available in standard right now. It's going to take me time to turn those designs and template them into a plastic deck, right? But if you just can't wait and you want it, it's there. There is a blank card, and the reason why there's a blank card is because I wanted to design that with the credits of the people, the individuals that actually designed it, right? So there's that last card that I want to design. So I'm not going to publicly roll it out. Like, this is the first mention, and I wanted to give a big shout out to Brian Botts, who commissioned me to do that deck. It was kind of funny, right? Because he says, hey, what would it cost me to do for you to design me a deck for balance mod. So I calculated all the hours that it would take me, plus all the hours that I spent designing the template that took me hundreds of hours, and I just basically said, oh, about 500 bucks or something like that. And he's like, I can't afford that. I said, yeah, I guess not, eh? And I mean, I wasn't really expecting $500 anyway. I was just like, I was just going to estimate the lowest cost for the hours that it was going to take me, right? Not that I was going to take $500 from anybody. He said, well, you know, what would you take? And I said, how about 50 bucks? He's like, sure. So we made a deal for me to spend hours and hours redesigning balance mod from my own template, which took thousands of hours, and he paid me $50 for it. So it was a great thing because he bought the deck first, it got sent to him, and then he looked at it and said, it's good. And I was like, wow, first try, that's great. Because, you know, I was guessing or anticipating, right, that he would come back at me and say, this wording's wrong, this is wrong, this spelling mistake, you know, this should be worded this way, and go back in and get all the, but I was really surprised. He says, it's great, it's perfect, right? So there's the one card that I want to design. That's another reason why I was going to charge him so much money, because like when people go and buy that, I'm going to get like $1 per deck or something, right? So that's part of you know, the reason why it was easy to just do it. Plus I'm providing something for the community, right? But you got to understand too, I mean, you know, these designs and customizations take forever. And I know you guys appreciate it. I know you guys are watching. You're deep. You're 40 minutes into a January update video. You must be a fan to be here at this point. So like the people that don't appreciate it, they left about 5 minutes into the video. So the fact that you're here 35 minutes into the video, I know you're fans and I know you appreciate it. God bless you. I think that's it. Now that I see it's 40 minutes, then it should be it. I'm sure I could say all kinds of things, and you know, I don't want to. You know, you need a release sometimes. You need a release valve where you can just let some stuff out. Now that that's done, I'm focused, and I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna be totally inspired by what you guys write in the comments, right? And I really appreciate it. And you can just see my friend. I can just see my friend Iron Stitch now putting a comment. You suck, YG. It's totally something that he would do. Alright guys, cheers, thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys big time, I really do. I mean, sometimes I'll go on these rants and whatever, right, but it's going to be rare. You can bet on me to get right back at the table and just shooting 45-minute long videos. Maybe there'll be an hour-long video. I personally don't care, but I guarantee you I will timestamp all those videos, especially the long ones, especially the popular ones, right? Please don't ask a guy like General Hand Grenade to go back and timestamp his videos, right? Just have mercy. Okay, cheers. May all your worlds be ones. Thanks, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing my videos. Cheers. And tutorials and strategies coming up.